Hey everybody, so your girl did not just wake up. I've been up since 5 something and it's now 8:19 Eastern Standard Time. I took out the situation that was in my head for my physical labor job, and like I said, it's bittersweet. I'm not a worker. I've come to realize that, and I know a lot of people say that on TikTok, like, I don't want to work, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do. I knew from a young age that after a point, I was kind of over it, and so I'm like, we got to get this together because your girl ain't gonna be doing. At least I don't want to work this hard. Excuse me, pooed it. But I don't work. I don't want to work this hard to make crumbs. So if I'm gonna work, I want to do something that I enjoy, and what I enjoy is sharing randomness and doing randomness. So I'm gonna wash my hair today. Gonna comb it out, moisturize it, everything. Really pay attention to my scalp. And I can say that the products I've been using once switching from Pantene Gold to, I see the labels. Give me like 2 seconds because I need to know. It's not Shea Moisture. It's not that Camilla, whatever. What is it? Black hair products. Miel. That's what it is. After switching to Miel, this brand, hopefully you can see it. Anywho, my hair has not felt like overly dry, overly this and that. It's been pretty good. Oh, that feels so good for my back. But anyway, I really enjoy it. Like I'm not over here like because my scalp's dry or whatever it is that causes dandruff. I think it's actually the reverse, but I'm not gonna digress. Anyway, do what works for your hair is what I'll always say. If you see something you want to try it. But I'll never be like, oh my gosh, if you want the secret to long hair or thick hair, this is what you need to do. No, because not everybody knows now, or should know now, that the same process does not work for everybody. And even if you are similar, complected and have similar hair, your hair is still not the same. So, but anywho, I love those products. They smell really good. And like I said, I haven't been like every 2 seconds or whatever. But anywho, I just read another chapter because I took like I said, a little break, and I didn't even realize. I'm like, wait a minute, there's something missing about my day. I haven't been reading my book. So I read quite a bit of it, and as you can see, I only have a little bit left to read. So I thought about finishing it today, but then I was like, probably finish it tomorrow. Please don't fall. Thank you. And then your girl has gotten back into sports betting. My hiatus is over. I took like a very long break, and now I am back into it. I only do FanDuel. I don't know about DraftKings. I'm like, if I, let's say it this way. If like I sign up and I can get with the platform and how they do their bets, fine. As long as there's like an incentive for signing up, like $100 in free bonus bets for signing up or creating an account or whatever the case is. But if it's just like I'm just signing up and I got a deposit and then I get like the incentives, I'm good. So for right now, I'm gonna stick with FanDuel. And my team that I love so much, the Boston Celtics, whoop, whoop, they have won the past few games, a couple losses, but more so wins than losses, at least when I tuned in. Anyway, regardless, they've been winning, but I haven't been winning from them only because of how I did the parlays and whatnot. And I'm starting to believe, like, I truly am not a parlay girl. Like, I could do a 2-legger and still be like, One failed, so it's voided. So I'm just like, it's okay. So I'm still gonna try because obviously the money is there when you do the parlays. Um, but the ones that have won me money are like the single bets, individual bets, whether it's for basketball, football. Primarily for me, hockey and correct score has been like my bread and butter, I guess would be the terminology. I don't know. But yeah, like just last night, I placed bets for the Celtics game. I placed bets for the correct score for this hockey game. I did a little general, like, little research for completely forgetting that I even placed these bets for the hockey game because I'm like more so focused on the Celtics game. So I was like, oh well, none of my parlays hit. Oh well, let's just move on. But then I decided to check the app while I was in the bathroom, and I was like, oh, Lil me did that. Okay. So I don't mind disclosing numbers. It's a small one, but still it's a win. So for me to come back, and it's only been like day 3 or 4 of me being back on the app, I think it's pretty good. So I won off of $2, $202 and like 36 or 50 cents, something like that. And I was like, oh well, I don't mind if I do. Hello, hey, cool. So I saw the same team, and I'm asking questions because I'm one of those people. I will never ever pretend like I know something. I'm not gonna be like, well, I think, no, I don't know, or if I don't understand, I'm gonna let you know, like, I don't understand, I don't get it. I don't care if you get frustrated because you have to explain it 3,000 times. If I don't get something, I don't get something. I'm not gonna just say yeah just for the sake of saying yeah. Like, no, that doesn't help anybody in this situation. But anyways, I digress. So with the what is that? With the with the sports betting thing. Okay, so like I'm asking questions with guys because normally it's the guys who understand like the terminology. So I'll chime in when they're talking about like sports. I'm like, what's a playoff, or what's the drafts, or like how does that work? And then thankfully they're willing to explain, which is amazing. But yeah, so here's the hoping your girl can hit big. And for me, big is anything that's like obviously $200 or more would be nice. So $500 and up. So if I could get 500, cool. Because then in my mind, I'm setting up like these little checkoffs. Like, if I could get 500, cool. If I could get 750, cool. If I could get a band, 1,000, cool. If I could get 5,000, cool. And then so on and so on. And with that, then of course my bet amounts would get slightly larger because I don't want to be that person. I hit for 10K, but then I'm over here blowing like 8,000 of that 10K and they all like lose. So I'd rather do like maybe 1,000 collectively, and if that doesn't hit, hey, pause for the cows. But yeah, so I'm really excited to get back into it. I'm really hoping, I think I might be a hockey girl. I love my Celtics, but as far as like what wins me money, it hasn't been following anybody I've seen on like TikTok and whatnot, or YouTube. I'm better off doing it myself, and that's all I can say. I'm not going to say I recommend or suggest. Again, do what works for you. If paying $50, $25, $100 for like Discords or other variations of sports betting chats works for you, it works for you. And if it doesn't, well, hey, you paid, you find out, and you keep doing whatever your strategy is. But for me, I like to just do my own research, figure out what feels good, and then just kind of go from there. Because at the end of the day, even if it is set up or whatever the case may be, there's still a chance for you. That's all I can say, like, without having like years or decades of knowledge, because you don't know what could happen. Literally, even if it was to be rigged, let's just say it is, and LeBron slips on some item that got tossed on the court by a fan by accident, somehow, some way it slipped through the eyeballs that are watching the court. and he breaks his ankle. And he was supposed to get that final 3-pointer or whatever to complete like a lot of people's parlays. Well, he didn't make it. His leg is broken. He's out for the game. People's parlays don't hit. Like, stuff like that could happen. I mean, not that specific example, but like there's still chances for things to go completely left or slightly just be shaken up. But I'm so excited to be back in it. So hopefully tonight it's a good one too, trying to go for like 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row of winning. And then outside of sports betting, like I said, your girl's working 2 jobs. I needed this weekend to recoup, recharge, but I am going to be back on the 2-job strictly thing starting Tuesday, because Monday, I just, no. No. So yeah, I'm really excited for just the future of things. I'm really excited to go to the store. Really excited to just be in a better place financially. And you might say, well, why are you sports betting? Well, sports betting, I feel like you have to take a gamble. Life is a gamble in itself, but you really have to take a gamble when it comes to getting more money. And so you can start a business, but you're still taking a gamble. You're taking a lot of expenses, a lot of losses, with the hopes of a profit. So that's truly no different than bingo, sports betting, or whatever the case may be, blackjack, poker, all that type of stuff. Or going to a job and then it's like, yeah, you're expected to get paid, but you could be working for a company that's going to tank. You could be working with people who are going to be slimy with your money, etc. Like, everything is just all up in the air. So I felt like sports betting, especially because I could do it from home on my phone and all that jazz, is the safest and quickest way to see like a result versus doing all that investment and then it's like, oh, well, that didn't work. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but it makes sense to me. Anywho, that's all. I'm gonna start checking stats and stuff. I hope you guys have a great day, and like I said, I'll be sharing like my wins and losses through shorts and stuff on YouTube. Okay, bye.